Welcome to Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker here at the New York Stock Exchange, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. On Monday, U.S. crude futures rose 2.9% to $43.02 a barrel, and the 10-year Treasury closed at 1.59%. On Tuesday, non-farm productivity for the second quarter fell 0.5% on top of the prior quarter's 0.6% drop. Unit labor costs rose 2% compared to the prior quarter's 0.2% decline. Almost 90% of S&P 500 companies have reported earnings, and about 77% exceeded profit expectations and 56% beat sales projections. Lower earnings overall have caused the S&P 500's price-to-earnings ratio to climb above 20 for the first time since 2009. Markets closed slightly higher, and the NASDAQ composite reached a new high. On Wednesday, the JOLTS job report for June showed openings rose 2% to an annualized 5.62 million, and the EIA petroleum status report for the week ending August 5th saw crude oil inventories increase by 1.1 million barrels. U.S. crude fell almost 2.5% on the news to $41.71 a barrel. On Thursday, jobless claims for the week ending August 6th fell 1,000 to 266,000. Import prices for July rose 0.1% compared to the prior month's 0.6% increase, and export prices rose 0.2% compared to the prior month's 0.8% gain. In addition, some major retailers, including Macy's, had better than forecast profits, and oil surged on Saudi comments about stabilizing prices. In response, for the first time since December of 1999, the Dow Industrials, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ composite all closed at record highs. On Friday, the producer price index for July was down 0.4% compared to the previous month's 0.5% rise. Retail sales for July remain unchanged compared to the prior month's 0.8% increase. Markets opened slightly lower on the news. Now let's take a look at some stocks. Cloud communications platform company Twilio announced its first financial results as a public company on Monday. The company reported revenue of $64.5 million, beating expectations and increasing 70% year over year. Share prices increased during after-hours trading. Walt Disney met analyst expectations for quarterly profit and revenue on Tuesday, powered by strength in its latest movie hits, including The Jungle Book and Captain America: Civil War. The company posted earnings of $1.62 per share on $14.3 billion in revenue. Luxury clothing brand Ralph Lauren announced its financial results for the first quarter of fiscal 2017. Even though the company reported a loss, its stock traded higher during pre-market. The loss was partly due to expenses generated by the company's restructuring plan announced in June by President and CEO Stefan Larsson. Shares of Yelp set a 52-week high after the San Francisco-based company released stronger than expected second quarter earnings and increased revenue projections for fiscal 2016. Second quarter revenue increased 30% to $173 million. Luxury fashion company Coach reported positive earnings thanks to its cost-cutting strategy of tightening supply to department stores. Coach's subsidiary brand, Stuart Weitzman, acquired last year, brought $84 million to the total sales this quarter. The company's sales were also helped by mainland China and Europe, with total international sales climbing 15% from a year earlier. This is Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.